Right, how is it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully, all of you are doing great, and welcome to your favorite chess channel, YouTube channel. And let's let's continue the rating climb game, and we are gonna play 10 minutes rapid game and see who we get. Okay, and we got a game, and we've got white pieces. Let's play d4. And I'm gonna stick to the Jobava London system that starts with bishop c4, bishop f4. I mean, so they played a6, and that move actually prevents us from diving in there, supported and taking this pawn that's supported by this star square bishop. And they have played knight f6. Now let's finish the Jobava London setup, which is the one currently you're seeing on board. And they're just playing in 10 instantaneously, h6, a6. Let's finish the setup. These knights go to f3. This one comes here. We want to restrict this knight's movement someday. And question is, do we do that now or not? Let's actually dive in with this knight. And if they take, we're going to take with the retake with the pawn. So they have instead developed their bishop. And now let's take the knight and ruin their pawn structure. And now I hate this slice square bishop's position here. Let's go here and ask him a question. Now, how do we retake? Retaking with queen is actually fine. Today, I'm going to take with the pawn because I've seen one of the Magnus games where he retake with the pawn and control this square. Okay, and this move e6 allows them to play with their bishop like here or coming here maybe one day. And now this pawn is a weakness. Let's target that one. Play queen a4. And they had to defend that one. Here we could castle or develop this rook here, putting a future attacker on this one. Move order is very important. Castling is obviously important, but before they put any defender, let's put this one here. So we are a tempo. We make sure that we are always a tempo up. Here they're attacking our bishop, and here we're gonna take the advantage of this pawn structure. At the moment, these pawns are doubled. Let's play here so that if they take, we're gonna retake here like this way, and now we could play this one if needed so that our pawn structure is restored. And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to Chess Journal. Now let's rather come here and attack this weak pawn. These are called initiatives. I mean, when you keep on attacking their weaknesses. That's the one we are doing. Here, castling is good. Look, their knight is not well placed. So let's open up the position. Let's play here. What is our opponent's rating? He has got 961. Now, excuse me, guys. Here they have played f6, and if we take here, sorry, if we take here, they're gonna retake with the knight. That's gonna allow them to develop with tempo on our queen, so we don't wanna do that. Let's rather capture this way, and so that they are bound to take here. Um, and this pawn is gonna be a future weakness here. They have got a lot of weakness. This one, okay, let me highlight this one and this one currently are their major weakness. Now let's move this knight, and we're gonna put this one here one day and eyeing up on this weakness as well. Mm, okay, where is this? Okay, it's from Croatia. Let's see what they do. They're in a tough situation, I believe, and currently due to their damaged pawn structure and overextension here and underdeveloped piece, we are definitely doing better. Now let's put this knight here, put pressure here, and they have moved their queen to safety. Now this is their king here, residing here. Now let's open as many lines as possible. How do we do that? By playing here. And let's see what they do. So they have decided to take. Now we do not want to take because we want to play here. Or actually we can do both by simply castling. Let's do that. So they cannot take. They can't play here because of that one. Now they have gone back with their king, and now let's capture this pawn. This pawn is also unguarded now because of this one. And they're having a king walk. Let's take this pawn. It comes with the tempo on the king. So now that allows us to give a discover check because I don't see any good discover check. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give a check here. See what they do. We're gonna win the knight. But before winning the knight, let's give him another check. Or we can also win the rook. Actually, we can give another check here. And that's checkmate here. And good game. So we have just kept the initiative on, and that's how we won this game. So that's what today we're gonna do as we are progressing or climbing the rating ladder. We're gonna learn how to maintain the initiative as we play our games. So now we have got black pieces. Today, in the previous games, I have mostly played the park defense, and yesterday I played the Karok. And today I'm going to stick to the modern defense. These are hyper-modern openings, whereby we do not play in the center or control the center. Rather, what we do, we attack the center from the flanks or from the sides. That's the main theory behind modern defense or park defense kind of setup. Um, Playing with your queen early in the game is not a good idea. Um, what do we do? What is that? Okay, they want to play here and checkmate us. And how do we stop that? Let's play here. So now they have played an awkward move. Um, let's uh, finish our modern defense setup, whereby we fianchetto our Dao Square Bishop like this. So notice that chess.com is already showing the opening name here. This is called Modern Defense. And now let's play. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that Modern Defense has also got a name? It's called the Roberts. Very peculiar name. Not peculiar, I mean tough to pronounce. Roberts Defense, I guess. So they have renewed the threat of coming and checkmating us. Thank you very much. And we are gonna prevent that by going here or here. Both are nice. Let's go here because they can't play here kicking our knight because of this knight. So we're gonna castle and put our king into safety, and look at their pieces. They are yet to be developed. So we are definitely doing better. So this is what the calculation we are doing is what we call evaluation. We are evaluating our position. Let's first kick this knight out of our area of the board. So it has to go back in its awkward knight on the rim is dim square. Now, do we castle, or let's actually play in the center? Like I said, during the start of the game, we need to attack the center. So let's do that. Thank you guys for all of your support. A lot of you um, have responded positively by these games just for beginner series that I'm playing. Now, before reacting to our opponent's threat, the threat is to take here. We can actually play here and give a counter attack to their queen. If the queen comes here, we're gonna play here again, or this one was a threat as well. Now, instead of taking, let's glue the knight here. Try to glue the knight here. So they have to waste a couple of tempes to kick the knight out of their area. Now they're trying to develop, but this pawn is up for grab. Let's take it first. Do we take or... Yeah, let's take. I was thinking of whether taking this one first. But now this one is also a threat, so they need to address that one by castling. And once they castle, we are going to take their knight. So let's do that. So those of you who are in beginner level, remember I said that if your rating is below 1200, you are, according to me, is a beginner. And I believe that you guys are being benefited with this series of games, rating climb games that I'm playing for you guys. So once we cross the 1200 rating, currently we are 937. Once we cross 1200 rating, we are gonna start the chess strategy for intermediate level players, and that's also going to benefit you guys a lot, I believe. Now their king is opened. So we are gonna attack their king. Let's first castle long, and we're gonna roll these pawns up and create a discombobulation to their king. So they have given us a check, but we're just gonna simply slide to b8 square, or we could have played there. No, they have that knight is actually well defended. Now let's play here. Okay, so this is another instructive moment. Which one to take first? We can't take this one, but if we take that one, they can retake. So better to take this one first. That also comes threat on taking this one. And so once that knight is moved, the question is now, do we actually take and allow them to play here and put an eye against our king? And this pawn is, this bishop is where eyeing up here. That's not a good thing. Instead, let's try to block their eye over this square. So let's try to kill that light square bishop. So we're gonna exchange queens and do we exchange queens or do we take this one? That's interesting. We can actually, because if we take this one now, they don't have time to play here because this rook is attacking their, that's the threat. So this threat, our threat is stronger than their threat. So let's do that one. So notice that we are just simply keeping up the initiative and that they have misplayed that one. There is no back rank or sort of like anything. And now because this, we can win this rook, but before winning that one, we are gonna give it check by taking here and then win the rook. Now we are huge point up, and we just simply gonna, actually, instead of taking, let's keep up the initiative by going here. That allows us to threaten their bishop if they take here. So let's go here. So we're gonna win this pawn later, or like here if they play here, or if they play there, we can play there. If they play here, then we can win with the pawn that will come with a tempo against their bishop. Okay, so now we can easily take with our rook. Let's take with the rook. And now they want to take our pawn, but before we are gonna let go this pawn, or instead we're gonna attack this pawn of theirs and to take this one, and let's see what they do. Hopefully they, okay, that move, what is that move c4 is doing? I don't see any threat, so let's take that pawn, and we have a passed pawn here, and passed pawns need to be pushed, so let's push that one. And here they are sacrificing. It's not a sacrifice actually. question is, do we take that pawn or not? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep up the initiative and attack this one. I'm telling him, okay, you're I'm right if you take this one because this one is stronger, and their king have to move. And now let's keep. Notice that this square is a dot square, which is under our control. So we are gonna roll this pawn up, and everything is defended. Um, so they wanna control this square, but okay, uh, they have to give up their bishop because of our rook patrolling this rank. And let's do that and win their bishop. And we are definitely gonna win this game unless we allow them to um, queen their pawn. And what is the quickest way? How quickly can we? How quickly? Why is he sending me a draw request? Okay, let's give him a check. And we let's play here. Okay, before taking, let's give a check. Let's try to checkmate him. Yeah, and good game. So let's try a new one. So you guys have seen that we are only keeping up the initiative and winning the game. I'm gonna stick to the Jobava London system. Is he gonna abort the game? This guy. Yeah, I guess they are. No, they are. Okay, let's play knight c3 first. And okay, we are um let's play here. Yeah, let's play here. Finish the Jobava London setup. And now let's dive in. I mean, this one. They have to play here. So they are calling it as the Indian game. Um, so let's see what they do. Okay, I'm happy to see that move on board. They have lost castling right, and that is the initiative. It comes with a tempo on the rook, and we can again attack that rook. How do we do that? Do we take here now, and then in that case, um, they're gonna take our knight, right? And our bishop is gonna be trapped very soon, I guess. So what do we play? This thread actually is not going away. So let's put a defender to this pawn. Let's play c6, c3. And they have dived in with their knight. Now we can take this one. So we are still keeping up the initiative, and they have plundered that their rook. I'm just thinking, is there anything better I can play? Okay, no. Let's take that bishop rook, and they're gonna recapture with their knight, and they have done so. Uh, let's play here. Try to develop our bishop and knight. Finish development. Okay, now this knight, where does it go? Actually, we have a check. Uh, let's give a check and develop before reacting to their threat. Now we're gonna move our knight and let's come here. Hmm. No, bishop is attacked. Let's come here and ask a question to the knight. That knight is sitting our area of the board. So they have decided to go back. Let's ask one more question to the knight. What are you doing here? Go further back. So uh, we are a lot of points up, and the evaluation definitely shows us that we're doing better. Now the question is, why did I play it here instead of playing here? Because this knight has no feature from here, but here it can move here. Or even from here to here. And one day we are gonna probably castle queenside. I'm gonna castle to queenside, which is the reason why I played here. Although playing here was good, but I feel that this one was better. That's the reason why I played here. And then playing dubious moves. Before castling, we can grab another pawn. Let's do that. And they're trying to block our bishop. And surprisingly enough, we can actually take this pawn because uh, I'll tell you what. Because if we take this pawn, are you guys with me? Okay, let's do two moves calculation. Take here, then retake. That's one mover. And this pawn, what is it not doing in that case? It's guarding this square. In that case, it's not going to guard that square, so we're going to give a check with this knight and win their queen. So let's see if they fall for that trap. Yeah, they have fallen for the trap. So in these games today we are playing is just we are keeping up the initiative. Or uh, as simple simply to say we can win another piece by giving check. Simply keeping up the threats or maintaining the attacks. Or more simple terms, attack, attack, attack. That's what we are doing today and with great success. Now, lest this queen can also attack um, this bishop. Before playing here, I paused a moment because I was calculating whether this bishop has any check. For example, they could have come here, had this pawn were not in this square, then they would have won our queen. So they didn't have that one. And now the time has come for to activate our knight. Let's go here. And that allows us to give a check. Queen and knight, they both work well together. So that's a little threat. This bishop is a gunner. Because if they play here, we have this move. I guess they have to play here. They have to play here. So we have played well in this game. The Jobava London system is working pretty well. Oh, okay, they had this one. But I guess we have this one and GG. Because that's the only block. And so just for the sake of saving the one piece, they are now they are now lost in the game. So the simple thing we have done in all these games that we have kept the initiative. We have got black pieces, and okay, this opponent has played d4. I'm very happy to say, I'm gonna say hi. Very happy to see d4 on board. And against d4, I'm gonna recommend this simple opening that I'm gonna play for you guys. Here they have played e3. The simple setup is by playing knight f6, d4, knight f6. Remember this opening. If you are a beginner, you can play the way I am playing. It requires very little knowledge or little memory power for you to memorize things, and that actually prevents the move that I wanted to play here. So now I'm gonna put a defender on this pawn. So this is still queen's pawn opening, and normally this knight is not good here when this pawn is here because the lines is needed to be opened. Let's put this bishop here, and now we're gonna play this move. So we just made sure that our bishop is outside the pawn chain. Let's take this light square bishop. So they have taken with the queen. I'm just gonna say okay. Now since our bishops are gone, we can go here because we are not worried. um, about the bishop's mobility. And what are they doing? They're simply playing in a defensive way. In chess, now we're going to develop this knight. In chess, this is also known as the passive way of playing. In chess, always remember that you need to remain as active as possible. Let's develop this bishop here. If you want to play passive, your passive play is going to backfire. So they have castled long, and here we are gonna, this is the ideas that we got from the Perk defense. The same idea is I'm going to implement when as they have castle long to roll these pawns against their queen. Now this is called a hook. We can use these hook against them by playing here. So they have to take. We're gonna retake with our bishop. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, okay. We could have gone there as well first. Now, this bishop is under fire currently. Let's play here, and if they take, we're gonna retake, and their knight would be loose. So they have seen that one. And now what do we do? I think let's force them to capture this bishop by going here. So we are just keeping up the initiative, playing actively, as active as possible, also making sure that yeah, that one was good spotting. Also making sure that our pieces are well guarded, none of the pieces are loose. Do we take that bishop or not? Okay, let's castle first and put our king into safety. And now let's retake. We can sacrifice our rook one day here. Notice that their king, this knight, is doing a very excellent job by depriving the escape square from their king. Now, how do we continue? I'm gonna this queen needs to be queen needs to join the party. Honestly speaking, let's dive in with the queen, and we're gonna open lines against them like this. Okay, that's a good move. Yeah, let's open lines. Because had they taken here, we had this one. Now we can. Question is, do we want to take this? They're playing well. What is their rating? Okay, 964. This player is playing well. I think let's keep it simple. Take the knight. And let's play here. Open up. Notice that this is a very risky way that I'm playing. Our queen is queen could be under fire anytime. But this is a trick. If they play here, attacking our queen, we have this check, forking the queen and winning it. I have also noticed that I'm running short of time. So this one is a threat. So I guess our keeping up the initiative strategy is gonna work well. So they have seen that move. I'm very glad to see that this opponent is actually calculating well. Now let's keep it simple. And so they have decided to take with the knight and attack our queen. So we're just gonna put this queen here and retake this rook. That allows us to go here. Let's play here. And let's GG. Okay, very well played by our opponent. Let's try to find another game. Okay, let's magnify the board. Again, I'm gonna stick to the Jobava London system setup. Let's play bishop f4 first. This is one of these strategies. You do not need to show your cards. By that, I'm saying that if you play, had you played knight c3 first, they would have probably guessed that you're gonna play Jobava London system. Then they could have played here, just stopping our knight going there. Now they are simply developing. Here, okay, let's go here. This is also called accelerated London system, which is the Jobava London system. Nothing fancy. This move is annoying, and what am I gonna do? Let's get rid. I always am a fan of getting rid of their light square bishop once they play like this, and let's take like this. So remember that, guys. Get rid of your opponent's light square bishop if they play like this. And now we can actually pin their knight. Notice that we didn't go there because this bishop's eye was open, so they could have easily come here and we could have wasted valuable tempo. Now here we're just gonna castle and let's go back. We're gonna now think how to start attacking them. Now here in this kind of London system setup, these two squares are crucials. Remember that. So we are gonna play the break here, but if we play here now, they have one and two defenders already. So we're gonna play here first. There's also a developing move connecting the rooks. So they have played a6. I'm just asking myself, do I play that one now or not? Actually, yeah, let's play that one. Oh, I should have played here first because they have this one. So that's a mistake from my end. Okay, fortunately they didn't see that one. Let's take back. Now if they take with the knight, we have this one first. You gotta be a little bit careful with your moves, and you gotta do just at least two moves deep calculation, and you're gonna be fine with some sort of experience. Now, at the um, at the end of the transaction, we are slightly be staying better because of the center control. Still the position is roughly equal, and our opponent is, not to mention, playing very well. No blunders. I'm just gonna put a defender as well as guard this square. And that's the first blunder they made. So we did nothing special. We just simply um, played actively. Remain okay. Again, another d4 game on board, and we're gonna stick to the simple strategy that we have talked about in our uh, last game. I'm gonna call it a day as soon as we reach 1000 rating. And they are playing, they're playing London system. Okay, I'm gonna uh, let you guys know how to play against the London system. Okay, let's play knight f6. This is still the setup that I recommend uh, you guys when we played the first game against d4, just playing d5 and then develop this knight and put this bishop here. But when you see London system on board after these free moves, see 1, 2, 3, make sure just remember this setup and just play this one. And I think they have played this one quickly. Here I'm gonna play knight c6, put another attacker here. Although taking was fine, now we are simply gonna pin that knight and develop our Lascar bishop as well. So they're playing fast. Probably they already know what they are doing. Now we are gonna go back to our theory, which was to maintain initiative, and we're gonna play here that attacks the bishop. So the bishop went back. That's a good move. So if we take there, they're gonna take with their h pawn, open up their rook's eye. But let's keep it simple. We are going to castle long here, and we're gonna play attacking games today. And here we're gonna play here, attack this one, as well as putting another defender or as well as attacker. Here, this one could have been better. Now we do not take or do anything. We just simply play here so that if they take, we're gonna retake like this. They are playing very fast. Probably they know the Fury. That allows us to play here, attack this queen. So the queen went back. Again, playing here would have been better. Now the time has come for us to liquidate or initiate this transaction. And now we are we gonna no let's there's no point of castling because we do not have this pawn here at the moment. Let's rather put this rook here, and that's gonna scan their, I guess, their queen. We will castle short, probably by playing here one day. But before that, I believe let's develop our Tasker bishop to here. Hmm. Now, okay, this is a mistake because this knight again, we are simply following our lecture sheet. This move, what is it doing? It's actually grabbing a central space, but what it's not doing, it is to guard this one, and which allows us to take here because they cannot retake because of their queen's position here. So they have resigned, but it was, I think, playable. So we got white pieces. Let's stick to d4. So we are only 22 points behind. Let's play this way. Like I said, I don't actually like players when they play like this way, because what is this? This is attacking this pawn, I understand, but this pawn is well guarded. And yeah, if they play here, I mean, if they play here and they want to come, or if they play here and they want to come here, that's a different case. But for that, they still need to have a couple of tempis. Tempi means moves, or tempo means moves. So they need a couple of moves to do that. And they are already thinking. Now we just simply dive in. So that is their only move to stop this one, unless they want to start, I don't know, unless they want to go here and I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so they have played here, and that allows us to give a check. See, this move is, what is it accomplishing? It's doing nothing. It's not attacking anything. So if you just play random moves, that's not definitely not gonna help you see they have lost their castling rights and now losing their rook. So we are now definitely doing better. We are already 6 points up. And again, we can simply take here. Their king is already in a weird position. They're opening up a lot more lines, and that's not going to help them. But they forgot that this pawn is up for grab. And where they're gonna, that's the only square, then we're gonna play here and win the queen. Oh yeah, or they had that one. So um mm, I'm gonna set a trap for him actually. I'm gonna save my bishop, and if they take here, I'm gonna save my knight like this. Yeah, they've fallen for that. So rushing your move is not on the surface. You think that you're gonna win a piece just like that, but hey, hang on a second. Uh, what if my move has some hidden threat? Always calculate that. And now we're just gonna line up the rook against their king by castling. And our knight. Okay, again, that move, I don't know. What is that move doing? We're gonna win this knight. By, let's go here. Check, discover, check. So those of you are watching this channel, um, these games, and are in beginner level, I believe that you guys are being benefited by the strategy or the theory that I am putting up here in practice. Uh, they could have actually gone here, and that could have been a threat, but they have decided to go here and attack this pawn, which could be well guarded by going here. Let's do that. So these two pieces are undeveloped, and they have attacked our knight, but we are gonna attack their knight as well. So this was an undefended piece. That's the simple calculation I did. Which piece is unguarded? So I found that this one and this one. So this one uh, could have been attacked. So that's the only thing that I did. Nothing fancy. So they have put a defender on their knight. Now we can safely retake this pawn, take this pawn, save our knight, and save the day. We have this one as well because of this knight. So, say for example, if they play this one, we could play this one. If they take or not, we are gonna undouble our pawns. So they have decided to grab the pawn, but if we take, that comes with the tempo. They were probably calculating this one, but we have time to save that one. Let's give it check and block their bishop's eye. King cannot come here because if it comes here, then We have discovery. Now we have another check. Let's give a check. And we can give a check here, win this piece, but we can checkmate him if he comes down here. He has to go back. So they have decided to play here. That's terminal. Okay, let's try another game. Okay, we got white pieces again. Let's stick to d4. We're gonna, okay. So they wanna play the Caro-Kann, but we're gonna stick to the same setup. So they have played the Caro-Kann, and now here playing here and there, it doesn't make any sense. But still, I'm still gonna stick to that setup for simplicity's sake, and see if we can uh, keep up the initiative once it's on board. So they are higher rated. So we are climbing. As we climb the rating ladder, we are gonna face these kind of opponents very often. Now, against g6, I'm gonna stick to the principle, which is like playing here and then roll h4, h5. So I'm just gonna allow them to fianchetto shadow their Oscar bishop and castle. As soon as they castle, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna show my cards right now. I'm just gonna wait and allow them to castle and then go here. And yeah, let me do that. So I just wanna keep up the put up as much threat as possible. So they're playing cautious. Let's play h4. So they have castled. Interesting. So let's play h5. Now here we could actually go here, attack their rook. Yeah, let's do that. Looks cool. And now I'm gonna, do I take or push? I'm gonna take. So that forced them to take them away from the center. So had they taken here, we could have had a good game. Now we're just simply developing, and we're gonna quickly put as much pressure on this square h7 as possible. Now that is threatening our bishop. Where does this bishop go? That is the question. Let's come here and try to get rid of their defender. This is their main defender. Um, just calculating if I play here, this pawn would be a target, but if they play here, then no. Okay, so they still have this knight. Hmm. What do we do now? Um, let's try to castle long. So now they are trying to open up against our king. So we just simply do not retake. We do not capture this castle. So they have decided to take, but I guess taking is not the best move. They could have played here, blocking our bishop. Okay. So I'm just playing for initiative or the threat as much as possible. Now let's go here. And so this is gonna be rosy for us. One day we're gonna put our knight here. And they wanna do this one. Okay, they wanna do this one. Um, okay, I'm just gonna tell him that, okay, go ahead. Let's see what have we got. Yeah, so they have accepted our challenge. Now we are simply gonna um, save our bishop, and they are in that case only gonna be exchange up. So look at their king. Uh, our king is much more safer than their king. So they have decided to take our H knight. Now let's, sorry, H rook, and let's retake the or recapture the knight. So as you can see, point-wise we are equal, but they have got actually, we have got a couple of pieces, a couple of minor pieces for the sake of one rook. But always remember that rooks are powerful during the end game, but in the middle game, minor pieces are actually slightly better. So let's attack their queen, and this one is a threat. If they, I don't know, they have to stay away from this rank. Well, okay, up until this move, that was a good game by our opponent. And now it's very simple. And we're just gonna come here, activate our queen. So we have, during all these games, what have we done? The only strategy is keeping up the initiative or pressure. Should I say, yeah, that's the more simpler and perfect word. That's a good game. Keeping up the pressure as much as possible. So we are only a couple of points um, away from being 1,000 rating. Again, we've got white pieces, and we are gonna stick to the same setup. Doesn't matter what they play. We are gonna play these. So don't worry about the whatever the opening names the computer shows you. Just you gotta remember these things, and um here actually if we go here, then they have this move. So we want to play this one, but what is stopping us to play this move, right? Uh, at the same time, this bishop is pesky, so we are gonna go here because we want to play this one. Because had we played this one in our previous move, then our queen would have been captured. So they have played queen d7. Now let's play here. Trying to activate our bishop. Okay, they are alert. That's a good thing. I'm just gonna say hi. Good luck. And let's get rid of this light square bishop. Let's first ask him a question. That from Croatia, yeah. Now let's, okay. Yeah, let's develop this knight. Then we're gonna put our bishop here probably. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, when they play their bishop here, try to get rid of it. And that's what I do. Masters would have probably played differently. So they have decided to take. Now let's retake. How are we gonna retake? Um, today we have retaken with this pawn. Let's keep it like that way. This pawn keeps control on these crucial central squares. And now they wanna. Okay. In that game we played here, and let's do this as well. Knight e5. So if they take, we are gonna undouble our pawns. Or if they move their queen, if they go there, we're gonna take this c knight with our knight. Or if they come here, then we have a tactic by taking this one because the queen would be under fire. So let's see if they spot it. Why did they resign? Why did they resign? Surprisingly. Okay, so yeah, that was unexpected. So we have got 1,000 rating. Thank you guys for watching up until this far. I wish you all the best in your games, and I wish you a very happy new year in advance. So make sure to subscribe this channel, and till the next time, bye bye. Take care of yourself.